Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again tonight. I'm gonna do some more Shelly blooms. If you notice, my spinner looks a little different. It's a new one that I got. Reviews were great. It was 50% off. So I'm gonna give it a spin. So hopefully it don't go wrong, but you know, this is I'll put a link in the description for the one that I'm using. I didn't know what to cover it with, so I just chose foil. But I noticed it gives some glare, but after I get some paint on it, it don't matter, right? So the colors I'm using tonight are turquoise, pearl turquoise, followed by some interference gold, Winsor blue, and another interference color that does like a violet bluish color depending on which type of light or how you tilt it. And then to top it off, I'm going to put a little dab of gold. And then at the end, I'm actually going to use two different cell activators. I'm going to use black and then white, and then blow it out and see what we get. I know that usually gives a lot of contrast in terms of when they do stretch out, and you get the black and the white. And but I mean, I'm trying to stay lighter this time, and I know my wife's like, "Oh, we're using some blues again," but hey, I like what I like, So we're gonna go with that. So my colors, they are all mixed the same. They are two parts Sherman-Williams HGTV Ultra Deep Base to one part Joe Sonya's Gloss Varnish. And then my cell activators, I use the Australian Floetrol. So sorry to the fellow people that can't get the Australian Floetrol, or you've had to sit here and wait. So here I'm blowing out the cell activator, and from here on out I'm just going to take that out just because my head's in the way. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. Also, you want to get your sides before you spin it, and with this, I'll get you down hopefully for a little close up. Look at that, the black and the white. So after I stretch that out, hopefully that gold in the center will be stretched out to bring up some colors underneath it. And yeah, this spinner goes. Let me tell you, what you don't know is I'm literally getting paint all over me. So I don't have to think about that. Here's a close up of this one, and look, you tilt, get that shimmer of the violet. It looks like a totally different painting or tile whenever you tilt it. So really enjoying this. So I'm going to do 3 more like this and have a set. I can't wait to resin these. So yeah. So I had to come back on this one. I wanted to wait to see how it dried and all that. So my colors are a day old. Same color, same order, same everything. This is just the way it's going to be. So I'm going to put on some music and let y'all enjoy the video. I'll come back at the end and just talk a little bit. So here you go. Alright, so I'm back, y'all. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've been seeing. Obviously, the spinner really works. I can't complain. I really like this one. So I know a lot of you have had problems doing blooms. I see it on the Facebook page and, you know, everybody on comments on other videos. And I mean, I was one of those people. I started off using the US Floetrol and the whole science experiment behind it, where you had to use like wood conditioner and glue and everything else. And I honestly, I hated having to make all of that as far as the science project. I hated it. Like, just like right now, y'all probably enjoyed the tile. And you're like, what did you do? Well, I didn't like it, so I took it off. Obviously, I put it on my mat as a skin. Hopefully, I can do something with it later, like jewelry or something like that. But yeah, I hated having to make all this. Like, I didn't like science in school. I definitely don't like it in paint for the most part. I mean, I get the whole ratio thing, but I didn't want to have to. If I have like 10 minutes or an hour between kids and everything else, I'll be able to paint. I don't want to spend an hour having to mix up the science project. So in my 2 videos previously, I've done some testing. I've done blooms with just acrylic paint. My base color is not a house paint. It's just acrylic paint with water that I normally use for my Dutch pours. And the only thing related to Shelee in terms of that would be the Australian Floetrol. Sorry, I still use that. I know it has a sell-up property to it, but yeah, it was just easy to use that way. So it works just fine. My paints were mixed with Creative Inspirations Gloss Medium Varnish and acrylic paint and US Floetrol. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah. But anyway, those are my 2 testers. But yeah, I mean, you can do the bloom, and you know, everybody talks about consistencies and everything like that. And I mean, it is true. Consistencies is a big deal. And then, you know, all the flock, you know, we call it what the flock, you know, where the paint pigments mix up. But yeah, there's ways around it. So back to this one. I really want that bottom side. I'm probably going to tilt it off without you seeing. I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, look at that tilt. You see that? Like, I mean, it goes from, yeah, love the violet. So yeah, hopefully everybody's doing good for the, what is it, Thanksgiving? It's coming up. So yeah, here's your close up. I want to do a close up just looking kind of straight on at it. That way you don't see the violet and the gold colors on there whenever you tilt it. But man, when you get down here and you try to tilt in the right color, which is kind of hard to do just because of my lighting, but I mean, you can see the violet and the gold really does pop. I can't wait to I hate those air bubbles, but I'll fix that. But yeah, I can't wait to get resin on these. So anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the music, sorry, I got tired of looking for it. So yeah, if you haven't, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thanks. Take care, y'all.